All right, you ready?
Now I am.
Now you are?
Yep.
Okay.
You're going to do your little thing where you're like describing the episode.
Mhm.
Hey, I'm Josh, and this episode's about blah, blah, blah.
No, we already did it. We'll just use that. You nailed it, really.
You don't think it sounded too condescending?
I thought it sounded perfect.
I've been working on it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, I don't know how you knew about the story, too. Like, okay. Are you done being an asshole?
not by a long shot.
All right. Thanks for listening to Middle Aged and Mediocre. I'm Cash.
I'm Joel.
And we are a podcast about all things strange and unusual, death and UFOs, and other creepy,
Cults,
weird, random
ghosts.
stories. There you go.
Yeah. No, I'm just naming things in the room.
Oh, my God.
There's a cult of ghosts. Ray Gun Radio presents
Middle Aged and Mediocre. A Canadian man, apparently on the run from something or someone, winds up dead in Knoxville, Tennessee, under extremely mysterious circumstances. Who or what made this man so determined to cross the border into the United States, and how did he wind up dead in a parking lot only hours after arriving in Knoxville? This is the story of the unexplained death of Blair Adams. And this is Cash, and that is...
Bom! This is Joel.
That's Joel, and we are middle-aged and mediocre, and thank you for listening once again. It's 2021, man.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
It's Friday.
You know what? It still feels like 2020. Nothing's changed.
No.
Did you, I thought we were all suddenly going to be...
Sunshine and sweet tarts.
Yep, exactly that.
I haven't been able to buy sweet tarts anywhere.
But no, it is 2021. It is January 1st as we record this.
The day of the Lord.
We both made it.
Here we are.
Both made it through 2020.
Woo!
You do anything?
There's a lot of me left back there. I made it, but...
Right, I feel yeah.
I made it, but what part of me made it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Kind of like how snakes shed their skin.
Yeah.
I think our skin is maybe what's here in 2021, but what we shed, we're back
hopes,
there.
Our dreams.
They're
all dead back in 2020.
2024 ever.
Yeah.
So with that,
with that uplifting intro.
what was your New Year's Eve like?
Oh,
How'd you bring in the new year?
Hung out with some family till about 10, then just went home and hung out by myself, listening to records, and once it got close, I turned on Animal Crossing, and
I saw your picture.
Yeah,
you and your little party hat.
We had a nice little party in the center of my town, of my island.
I saw quite a few people post pictures of their Animal Crossing, they were in little parties, and
it was a lot of fun. We all took our glow sticks out and waved them around right at midnight.
So
but it was a minute or so behind, or I did I switched it to CBS with 15 seconds left for their countdown, and I took a shot, and then I was able to turn on the switch. Well, it was already on, but I flipped back over to the switch and was able to get settled in on Animal Crossing before their midnight countdown. But that was it. How about you?
I think we had pretty
Dancing, disco?
Yep.
Oh.
We had pretty much the same exact night. Hung out with my family for a little while.
Got tired of those people. And
Yep.
was like, all right, I'm going to my...
Came home a little bit before midnight. Drank about a half a bottle of Jameson.
Nice.
Listened to a lot of music.
Yeah.
That was about it.
Pretty fun.
Pretty
Uneventful. I didn't want it to be any different than any other.
I mean, I'm usually not awake for by midnight on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. I'm usually asleep by 10. So this was a rare
He did it.
year for me.
Yeah, he really brought it in.
Because, I mean, I know there a few years back, like, me and Nikki came over to hang out with you guys.
And you guys left.
And I was just like, I'm so tired.
Yeah,
Like,
that was fun.
this is, I cannot make it to
I
midnight.
forgot all about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I cannot party.
You guys came over and hung out.
I cannot party anymore.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm officially, I mean, we're middle-aged and we're mediocre,
Yeah.
so what the hell do you guys expect from us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No discos.
We just need to chill.
Yeah.
We cannot be fun.
I need my space.
Yeah.
I need my,
I think last year I was actually playing, I don't know if this is on par, on level with Animal Crossing or worse or what, but I think I was playing Fortnite at midnight, and like they did like a big thing where the whole game you couldn't fight, and like they set off fireworks for 2020.
Yeah, they did let off fireworks on Animal Crossing for like 20 minutes. So I watched that on TV.
We are living up to our moniker.
Woo! Yeah, it was exciting, I guess.
I'll tell you what else is exciting, man.
Yeah.
We got a contest.
We do?
We got a giveaway contest we're doing.
All right. Can I win?
You cannot win.
Ah.
I mean, unless you could make, I guess, fake Facebook accounts
Okay.
and fake addresses.
Sounds
I don't know your address.
Sounds like
so.
a lot of work.
No, so we're giving away a prize pack, including a brand new Hunt a Killer mystery game. It is called Death at the Dive Bar. It is an immersive murder mystery experience. And basically what this thing is it gives you a whole bunch of evidence, and you have to eliminate suspects and catch the killer. So it could be like a little party game. You can do it yourself, whatever you want to do. But it is from Hunt a Killer. They are in no way affiliated or sponsoring this. Just want to make that clear. And to win, or to be entered to win, you have to go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/middleaged and mediocre, and you have to like and comment the pinned post.
Yeah.
So the pinned post will have the graphic of the giveaway contest, get some details on there. You just got to like that and comment it, and you are entered to win.
Easy. Well, we're going to run that all month?
Yeah. It'll end January 31st at 11:59 p.m.
All right.
So then we'll select a winner the next day. There's going to be one grand prize winner, and you will get the Hunt a Killer game. You will also get a one-of-a-kind painting of our logo, our artwork.
Yep. Being worked on right now.
You will get a spot of, like, we got these little Spotify title cards of different episodes we've done,
yep.
and you'll get one of those framed. And you'll get like a little personalized card from us with something. We don't know what yet. We'll write you something or draw something.
My daughter was working on some logos. She's excited.
Yeah, I think we'll probably. So we're gonna
She can't
do.
listen to the show at all,
Right.
but she knows about it. She saw where I was kind of doodling the logo about.
So I think we'll include like probably depending on what all she does, we'll include some stuff.
Yeah.
And there's gonna be one grand prize winner, 3 runner-up winners. And the 3 runner-up winners will get a Spotify episode of framed title card, a card from us, and we'll throw some stuff in to everyone that wins. So just go facebook.com /middle-aged and mediocre, like and comment the pinned post at the top of our page, and you are entered to win. So we will be announcing the winners on February 1st, 2021.
I can't wait.
It's pretty cool. I mean, it looks like a fun game.
I know. It sucks that it's all wrapped up because
I know.
I can't. It's got the saran, not saran wrap, but it's got
it's got tinfoil wrapped around it.
Yeah, it's factory sealed.
Yeah, it's factory sealed.
Yeah.
So we have not opened it and played it first.
Nope.
So
I'd like to.
And if you guys, I mean, they're not sponsoring us, but if you guys want to check out Hunt a Killer. They do, it's like a subscription-based service where you can do like a 6-month or a year-long either murder mystery or I believe paranormal type mystery thing. And every month they send you a package with clues and other things, and you get to play detective or paranormal investigator.
Without the real-life danger of hunting a killer.
Or we assume.
No.
I mean, they could slip in some sort of real shit.
Oh, wow, yeah.
You never know.
They should. They should, like, every now and then put, like, a real unsolved mystery in there.
Just see if
someone can solve
see
it.
if they can crack the code. And then another thing that does not sponsor us, but we like to use, is we're going to be doing the random question of the week.
All right.
And we will be using the Poddex app on the phone here. You can get it's Pod Pod Dex Decks, and they have an app that they give you like free cards you can check out for like conversation starters, things like that.
Because I don't know how to talk to anybody, so I need things like
You're
that.
pretty bad at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you really need this app.
I really do.
But
I gotta get a phone first.
But they, it's like icebreakers, would you rather's, things like that.
Yeah.
So I'm literally just gonna pick a random one.
Literally.
And we're
All right,
gonna
Professor.
get
Pick one.
Joel's answer to it. So let me see. We got.
Hey, that's me.
All right, I'm gonna go with. It's New Year's Eve. It's New Year's Day, so I'm gonna go with the New Year, New You category.
All right.
Let's see what we got here. New Year, New You.
Me.
What are your top 3 goals for the new year?
Top 3 goals for the new
For
year.
2021.
Oh, wow. I would like the show to do better, or to stay, keep going.
If we could just get good at this, that'd be awesome.
I mean, I would like, I think we're doing really good now, but I would like
got
for
ya.
us to continue to do good and maybe a little better than what we've been doing.
And grow.
There's always room for improvement.
For growth, yes.
Yeah. So that's what, like 7 that I just said?
I mean, you
Is that
got
all of them?
you need 3.
Oh, okay. That was 1.
That was 1, and that was one. That's one of mine.
Be a good friend and a good dad.
Okay.
Be a good person, I guess. That's kind of cheap.
Yeah. I mean, we all just need to be better.
I think I would like to make myself less available to others in a selfish way,
I don't.
Like, I'll be here for people,
It's
but
gonna be weird to do both of those things. To be a better friend
that's the
and father,
that's the conflict,
and then
baby.
also be less available.
That's the conflict,
Okay.
That's the daily conflict.
Okay. I like it.
I don't. That's it. That's 3.
You're a man of many layers.
Yeah.
Many layers, I
Peel
will
them
say.
back. Get your knife out. Peel them back.
All right. I have several.
All right.
Yeah. I want the podcast to be to grow over the next
I
year.
just don't have any expectations for 2021, so I don't know where to go with that, other than the show.
Look, we've been hurt by 2020.
Yeah.
Like, we're afraid
Like,
to.
2020 took everything. Except for this show. Like, this is
We're-
what we, the one constant we had.
We're afraid to trust again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
You get it.
Yeah. Man.
What a downer way to start the show.
I think we all. I think everyone needs to be, just be a better human being in 2021.
Yeah.
There was a lot of,
Have some empathy.
empathy's cool.
Yeah.
Let's make empathy cool again.
Yeah. Put yourself in someone else's shoes.
Yeah. Whether they fit or not. Sometimes you
Jam
got to be
your feet
uncomfortable
in
in the shoes you're
You'll
putting
pop
on.
the toes out like a cartoon or something.
And then everyone laughs.
Yep.
And everyone's having a good time. And you provided entertainment to the world.
2021's better than 2020 already.
There you go. So you want to get into this week's story?
Yeah, something about Canada.
Something about Canada.
So we're pretending it's real this episode.
Well, it doesn't take place in Canada,
All
really.
right.
So, I mean, like,
I don't think the guy's around for us to ask. Is that right?
You are correct, sir.
Okay.
All
Let's
right.
get into it. It sounded interesting. Nashville, Canada.
It's
Someone dead.
all over the place, man.
All right.
This is a strange one. We're gonna have a lot of at the end of once we get done, we're gonna have a lot of theories and speculation. And I don't know if we're gonna be able to solve this one or not.
Unanswered questions.
This one may go unsolved by even
right.
us. So I know that's rare.
Let's pop it off.
All right, man. Let's pop it off. Let's do that. All right. So
Pop it out. Pop it off. After it.
Robert Dennis Blair Adams.
Rip it.
He's got 4 names.
I don't like it already.
That's what happens when you're in Canada. You get 4 names.
Yeah.
He was a 31-year-old man who lived in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada.
The place he's from has 3 names. He has 4 names. Place he's from has 3 names.
Technically has 4.
Oh.
Surrey, British Columbia, Canada.
I thought British Columbia was one.
I mean, it's 2 words.
Yeah.
So-
it is, yeah. Fuck, man. Save some words for other people.
It's kind of weird that people, like, I feel like other countries do that a lot. Like, nobody would say, like, if we tell people where we're from, we wouldn't be like, we're from Parkersburg, West Virginia, United States.
Yeah.
It's
Because we assume everyone knows that because
we're kind of pricks about where we live. Yeah. He worked in construction as a foreman and was generally well liked. His friends, co-workers,
He said he
and
would have been a 5-man if he would have stuck with it.
that's it. I think that's the episode. I think we did it.
2021.
That's as far into 2021 as I can get with you. So his friends, his co-workers, and his family members all thought of him as a cheerful, friendly guy and someone who was full of optimism. According to those who knew him, he enjoyed his job and enjoyed his life. He had issues with abusing alcohol in the past, but he appeared to be doing much better. He'd been attending AA meetings and had been sober for 2 years at this point. We are in 1996, by the way, with this one. Blair's life appeared pretty good on the outside. However, at the start of the summer of 96, his life appeared to begin crumbling around him. His usual demeanor changed drastically. He became plagued by paranoia and stress. He had frequent mood swings and was constantly sleep deprived. It was nothing like the Blair people knew and loved.
Summer of 96.
Yeah.
That's like Spice Girls, right?
I don't know, man. Spice Girls 96?
I'm pretty sure that's when Spice Girls hit.
So we're blaming the Spice Girls?
It might already be solved.
All right, let's keep that in mind.
All right, let's keep going. We have our first suspect.
We have first suspect.
Killer Spice.
Unsurprisingly, the changes in Blair resulted in his mother becoming increasingly concerned for his welfare. When she asked him what was wrong, he simply told her that he could not tell her about it. Despite the problems he was having, he had never been officially diagnosed with any kind of mental illness. He stopped attending Alcoholics Anonymous meetings, though, and he began leaving the job site unlocked. Then he quit suddenly without picking up his paycheck, and he said that he didn't know if he could carry on here.
He's spiraling.
Yeah, he's spiraling bad.
Yeah.
His coworkers tried to get him to see a doctor, and he told his mother that people were spreading rumors about him, and he even told friends that he feared someone was going to kill him. So yeah, dude's not doing well.
Oh.
On July 5th, 1996, he took all the money out of his savings account, along with thousands of dollars in jewelry, gold, and platinum, and emptied the valuables from a safe deposit box into a fanny pack.
Damn, that's one hell of a fanny pack.
I know. There's a picture of it I found, and it's just got like a bunch of looks like gold necklaces, and there's like little gold bars. So
just jammed in there.
He told us it looks more like the bag looked like very big, like it was a very big
Almost
fanny
like
pack,
a satchel.
like a satchel.
Okay.
Yeah. Like satchels must be Canadian fanny packs.
Yeah, that's what you're gonna say. Who knows about Canadians?
Are they even real?
Are they real? We don't know.
He told his mother something was bothering him, and then he took a spur-of-the-moment trip to Courtenay, British Columbia, to visit his uncle, who wasn't even home at the time. On Sunday morning, July 7th, Adams, driving his Chevrolet Chevette, tried to board a ferry from Victoria to Seattle. However, at the Canadian-American border, he was denied crossing because he was a single man with a large amount of money, which fits the profile of a drug trafficker.
Sure.
So there's basically, you're by yourself, you're a guy, you got a lot of money, you're trafficking drugs.
You're going to get some of that sweet, sweet Mary Jane.
Yeah, so he
shove it up your butt and take it back to Canada. I've seen it 100 times.
Have you? That's a lot of buttholes you've seen. Yeah, they basically they flagged him. U.S. immigration officials flagged him as a possible drug courier.
The fucking 9/11 happens, but they don't let this fucking Canada guy over with. Sorry, that's way off.
Yeah, this Canadian dude couldn't make it over in '96.
Like these guys who learn how to fly planes, and they're like, "Oh no, we don't need to learn how to land."
But this guy,
yeah, they're like, "All right, we'll teach you how to fly and not land."
Fanny pack,
sure, whatever. Yeah, Canada guy with his giant fanny pack full of money. Not today. Blair.
You got Blair? 4 names? We can't trust that. Not in this country. He didn't help suspicions of the. He didn't help the situation by being suspicious because he lied about having no criminal history, even though he actually had convictions on drug and assault charges. After being denied entry, he visited a girlfriend in Vancouver, a friend in New Westminster, and his mother, Sandra Edwards, in Surrey. He spoke tearfully about quitting the same job he had boasted about just a week earlier. He seemed anxious and didn't want to stay at his apartment. He even cryptically told a friend that he needed to cross the border because someone wanted him dead. He seemingly had no enemies. Like I said, most people spoke highly of him. However, one man who had worked with him described him as abrasive and confrontational and said that he was occasionally involved in fights. So that
Being
seems
the boss. I mean, come on now.
I mean, that seems like it might be the more accurate portrayal of Blair, because he had once told his girlfriend and another friend that he dreaded his co-workers returning back to Canada from Germany, where they had been working, because he believed that they wanted to hurt him. So, like, dude's not making friends.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like.
Sounds paranoid, manic.
On July 8th, Blair left his mother's house in Surrey for the last time. From here, he went to purchase a plane ticket to Germany, supposedly to visit an old girlfriend he had met while working in Germany the previous year. He used cash to pay for a round-trip flight to Frankfurt. However, later the same day, he had the ticket refunded. The girlfriend in Germany stated that she was not expecting him and that they had never discussed him coming to visit her. Before dawn...
Come on, girl, don't be like that.
On July 9th, he was spotted just wandering around near the border on foot, and then he attempted to once again cross the border. Authorities...
He was on his hands. What if they saw him walking on his hands?
You gotta let him in then, I think. I think if you're doing a trick to cross the border, you get waved through.
Come on in. Crazy Canadians and all your tricks.
So at the authorities at the Pacific Highway border crossing noted that he had small scratches on his hands and legs. He matched the description of an auto theft suspect as well, because a blue car had been stolen in Vancouver near where he tried to cross. He appeared dazed, but proclaimed his innocence, and police had no evidence to tie him to the stolen car, so they released him back into Canada, back into the wild.
Yep. And if he really loved them, he would have came back.
They let him go.
Yeah, if you really love someone, let him free. And if they come back, they're yours to keep forever.
He loved him because he came back.
Aw, Blair.
A friend would later tell authorities that she had saw Blair driving a blue car,
like the one stolen,
not his usual Chevette, the day before. So, maybe. But Blair Adams, not ready to give up, basically fucking determined to get into America. He abandoned his Chevette at the Vancouver International Airport and rented a Nissan Altima. On his third try, he made it across the border to Seattle.
That is the charm.
He ditched the Altima at the Seattle airport and purchased an overnight one-way flight to Washington, D.C. for nearly $800, which is weird because he could have bought a round trip for half the price. So that's something to...
He ain't trying to come back.
Maybe not. He arrived at the... the Dallas International Airport early Wednesday morning, July 10th, rented a Toyota Camry.
Boy, were his arms tired.
Get out.
2021.
He rented the Toyota Camry about 6:45 a.m. and drove 7 hours to Knoxville, Tennessee. Before he got there, though, near Zion Crossroads on U.S. Highway 250 in Troy, Virginia, he backed his car into another man's vehicle, causing minor damage. The man told detectives that Adams seemed nice, but he seemed like he was in a big hurry. Him going to Tennessee, he finally arrives in Tennessee. Him going there was strange to the family and the investigators and everybody because he didn't know anyone in the area. And they said that he had never even been to the South in the United States. So
it's a weird place for him to go.
Yeah. Last
place he'd probably expect.
Right.
Suspect.
So the first reported sighting of him in Knoxville occurred at a gas station at 5:30 p.m. gas station is called, or it's on the Strawberry Plains Pike. At 5:30 p.m., roughly 14 hours before he would be found dead. An interstate repair service driver named Gerald Sapp responded to the gas station after a clerk called saying Adams claimed the key to his rental car didn't work. And this is super weird. Like, Adams was trying to use the key that went to the Nissan Altima that he had rented previously, that he had left
when he got in Seattle, right?
Yeah. But he was now driving a Toyota Camry, and he said that he was trying to use the Nissan.
Just use the same keys on different
Apparently
cars?
not.
What?
And then
maybe he can.
Even weirder, Gerald Sapp, this guy that showed up, he says that he asked Blair to look in his pockets for the key. He said, quote, "If you drove this thing up here, you got to have another key in your pockets."
That's what I was going to say.
And he says that Blair refused to look. Like, he just would not check his pockets. Yeah. He said that the key that he had, the one that went to the Nissan Altima, he swore that was the one that went to the car, the Camry.
Yeah. He's losing his shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like it.
Sounds like it. Sapp arranged for a tow truck to tow the Camry to an auto shop, and then he dropped Adams off at the nearby Fairfield Inn. Sapp says that Adams walked off without his bag even, so Sapp had to grab it and take it to him, and then he left. He went home.
Yeah.
But he does say that he's like, man, the guy was not all there. He didn't appear to be messed up, but he didn't appear to be, and he didn't appear to be on drugs, but his mind wasn't functioning correctly.
Yeah.
So a weird off, you can usually tell if somebody's intoxicated or
if they're fucked up or just kind of
like this. Yeah. So,
quirky.
Police called Sapp,
quirky, not quirky,
the next morning to inform him of Adams' death and brought him in for questioning and took hair samples. Sapp actually left his job because of this. He said the police didn't accuse him, but he felt like he was under suspicion for killing somebody, and he just didn't want to be anywhere near that, which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
It's kind of a weird thing
to make yourself the victim,
change your whole life because of that. Yeah. So anyways, we're back at the Fairfield Inn, and the manager remembers Blair distinctly because Blair walked in and out of the lobby 5 times before he registered for a room. Adams was captured on closed-circuit television footage in the hotel lobby, wandering around in and out of the lobby, hanging around the desk, and just acting strange. It almost appears like he's pacing in the lobby to pass the time, or waiting for someone to meet him there. Like, he kind of keeps looking, and he spent about 40 minutes loitering around the hotel before he finally purchased a room using $100 in U.S. currency. And when the hotel clerk attempted to return his change, Adams quickly exited the lobby and walked outside. He never even entered the room that he purchased, or even made an attempt to.
Yeah.
Authorities believe Adams, who at that point had no car, ate somewhere after he left the hotel because he was found dead with lettuce, meat, and shrimp still in his stomach. There were reported sightings of Blair talking to other men, one at a truck stop and another at a nearby Cracker Barrel. These leads have not, however, helped authorities get any further in the investigation. And approximately 12 hours after he left the hotel, Blair Adams was found dead. 2 construction workers stopping by an under-construction hotel off of the Strawberry Plains Pike exit discovered his corpse in the parking lot around 7 a.m. About $4,000 in Canadian, German, and American cash were found around his body and in the pockets of his blue jeans. A little side note here, the owner of a siding company nearby, working at the site, pocketed a $100 bill and a $10 bill, but later authorities recovered them.
He took $100 and $10
from a dead body,
and let the other $4,000. What the fuck?
Yeah, I guess he thought nobody would miss. He could take a little bit.
$110.
Yeah, $110. So Blair Adams' pants had been removed. Somebody else had pulled them down. They were kind of pulled down, inside out, around his ankles. And that's according to Knox County Sheriff Jimmy J.J. Jones. Which I guess if you live in Tennessee, you got to go by J.J. Who was a lieutenant over the major crimes unit that responded to the scene. His socks were laying on the asphalt. Sets of keys, including the car key to the Camry that he insisted he was missing, were laying right near him, as well as the card to the hotel room. His shoes were off, and as he lay dying, it looked like he apparently had probably pulled one of the shoes under his head to be like a pillow.
Oh.
Like he was, he was like conscious as he was dying.
Yeah.
Detectives found a black duffel bag nearby that contained maps and various travel receipts. The fanny pack was stuffed with nearly 5 ounces of gold bars, gold and platinum coins, jewelry, more random keys, and a pair of sunglasses. It was laying there unzipped, but nothing had been taken from it. The killer had beat Adams, according to the autopsy. The fatal blow was a rupture to his stomach, and he had died of septic shock. A weapon, possibly a club or a crowbar, had sliced open his forehead. He had put up a fight, though. His attacker had ripped tufts of hair from his head. His hands were bloodied as if he held them up to defend himself. One was cut deep and blackened, like it had been forcefully knocked to the pavement. Says David Davenport, who's the former Tennessee Bureau of Investigation agent.
I know who David Davenport is.
I know, I just wanted to let everybody else know, though. Yeah, I knew you knew.
That's fucking crazy, though.
Yeah.
When you beat someone to death with a crowbar or a club, do all that, but you don't steal any of it.
Right.
So it's personal, or you would...
Maybe?
I don't... Not that it's like a random robbing or something. They
Right.
didn't rob them.
Right. Robble.
Yeah.
Investigators recovered a long strand of someone else's hair from...
And I'm bald.
So it wasn't you.
It was not me.
So we can rule out Joel. I don't know. In 96, I don't know if you were bald.
I had a little bit of hair.
So you're back on the list.
Oh, shit.
So yeah, the only significant piece of physical evidence was the strand of someone else's hair that was in Blair's hand. Certain injuries indicated that he'd been sexually assaulted, but there was no DNA evidence, and it wasn't clear when the assault occurred. So, I don't know what the injuries were that indicates that. Authorities tested pieces of rebar from the construction site, but failed to locate the murder weapon. Although Adams had grappled with addiction in the past, toxicology reports showed that no drugs or alcohol were in his system, and he had never been, like I said, officially diagnosed with any kind of mental illness. The only person who reported hearing anything out of the ordinary was a security guard at a nearby business. He told detectives that he heard an abrupt scream around 3:30 a.m. and believed it to be a woman's voice.
Oh, I mean, I'd probably scream like a woman hit with a crowbar.
Because his body was found nude from the waist down, with injuries indicative of a sexual assault, investigators favored theories to explain the killing that tend to revolve around a sex act that turned deadly. Truck stop near the crime scene and near the hotel.
A lot lizard did this?
It served as a hotbed for prostitution at the time. So yeah, the Sheriff Jones says that they thought that he'd maybe pick somebody up over there. Several of the suspects considered over the years have been pimps or prostitutes that were known to work in that area.
Pimping ain't easy.
Davenport says that Adams could have maybe possibly started the act and then got rolled.
But they didn't.
But again, yeah. He says, but maybe if it was a female prostitute, maybe she had a pimp that was close by and they were going to roll the guy, but then they got scared and didn't. But
you just grab that fanny. You have it unzipped right there.
Yeah.
Pick it up, run with it.
Davenport believes that the sex act could have been committed in a vehicle. And when the struggle began, the killer might have hit Adams in the head, thrown him onto the road, and then struck him with the car while driving away. The fatal blow to the stomach could have been caused by the vehicle's front bumper.
Yeah.
That's what Davenport's theory is. Sheriff Jones disagrees. He says that he believes the blow to the stomach was a kick. But Davenport's theory...
Hi-ya!
So we're looking for a ninja.
Yep.
Davenport's theory, though, would explain Adams' blackened hand. Davenport says it's like he caught the pavement. He's like, if you've ever wrecked a motorcycle, the rocks, the pavement will eat your skin up. So
Yeah.
he kind of looks like that. After 21 years, some people who might have known about Adams' killing are likely dead or in jail, and with scarce physical evidence.
Maybe both.
Maybe both. They're dead, buried in a jail somewhere.
Like, if you get 3 life sentences, I think that's what that means. Like, you die, and they still keep your corpse in jail.
Okay, that makes sense. In a phone conversation with Adams' mother conducted by Travis Dorman, who covers crime and law enforcement for the News Sentinel in Knoxville, Adams' mother, Sandra Edwards, described her son as kind and ambitious and said she didn't believe he suffered from mental illness in the weeks before his death. She did randomly say, though, that he had been romantically involved with a male roommate. She says that they acted a little strange and giggled a lot, and it was kind of odd, but then he went back to a heterosexual relationship after that.
And sounded miserable. So maybe just give in to what makes you feel good.
And then she claims that Adams traveled to the South to attend the 1996 Summer Olympic Games in Atlanta, which authorities say that this information had never been relayed to them by her, during the investigation. The games began on July 19th, 8 days after Adams' body was discovered. Edwards didn't explain how she knew her son's destination, how he ended up in Knoxville, or why she never told the police. She just says that was the whole point of his trip, and that she hung up the phone. This reporter tried to call back to the home, and the calls were answered by her husband, who was just, pissed off that they were calling.
Yeah.
Called the chances of solving the case remote as hell, and said, we're not going to open that can of worms again. Interesting little note, Adams worked in late in 1995, for his stepfather's construction company, SS Cedar Homes, in Frankfurt, Germany. I could not say Germany.
Nazi Germany.
And apparently, his stepdad and his mom were not fans of the homosexual lifestyle.
Yeah.
So, just a couple of things that are out there. In a 2010 interview with local law enforcement, it was revealed that the Knoxville Police Department had never received an actual credible tip in Adams' death, though a composite sketch of a man was released in the case. The sketch was of a man that 2 women claimed to have witnessed Adams speaking to outside a Cracker Barrel restaurant in Knoxville. Almost 25 years later, this case remains unsolved. And without someone coming forward with a solid tip or a confession, it's unlikely that it ever will be solved.
Yeah.
However, anyone with information, if you're listening out there and you have information about this, you are encouraged to call the Knox County Sheriff's Office Cold Case Unit at 865-215-2675 or email coldcase@knoxsheriff.org. So do your part, people.
Yeah.
If you know what happened to Blair Adams, do your part. So yeah, man, a very weird, strange, mysterious death. So I don't know if he did he try to assault someone?
Yeah.
Maybe maybe the paranoia and whatever was going on with him.
Maybe something started where it was a consensual act, and then he flips.
Yeah.
He maybe felt to feel like that's not right.
I mean, or did he try to sexually assault a man or a woman?
Yeah. They fought, and they never cared about the money. They just
got out of there. Just got the fuck out.
Yeah, ran.
Yeah, because I mean, if it was a pimp and a prostitute, they would not just leave.
They'd take that money.
I mean, they would take something.
Something, yeah.
There would be no point for them to roll the guy. I don't know. I kind of with the guy that said that he heard the woman scream. And then the fact that there were that Adam's hair got pulled out.
Yeah.
It almost seems like he was trying to assault somebody.
Forced himself on someone.
They fought back.
Why wouldn't that person come forward?
Right. Well, because they could be blamed for the murder.
Yeah.
I mean, they probably don't want to.
With self-defense.
Hard to prove that.
Yeah.
You'd have, your chances of getting put in jail is just as good as not getting put in jail at that time.
Yeah.
At that point. But I don't know how. Like, I mean, I don't know. It depends on who it was, and it doesn't have to be a woman just because it sounded like a woman scream.
Yeah.
Because it's got to be somebody that can like hit him hard enough in the stomach to.
I feel like they would know if he got hit by a car. That seems weird that they were like.
Yeah.
They said one person thought he got hit by a car, and another thought he got hit by like a club or a kick. Hi-yah!
Kick.
They wouldn't hear that. Were there any hi-yahs reported?
That's the real question. But then, like, it's so weird that he refused to check his pockets for the car key.
Yeah.
Like, just refused to do it.
I feel like he was just spiraling, and
But then I wonder how.
maybe the drugs is what kind of kept him. The drugs and alcohol is what kind of kept him leveled out. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I don't know if there's any like actual validity to somebody actually being after him. Although it does seem like him buying the ticket to Germany just to turn around and refund it.
Yeah.
Possibly being involved in stealing a vehicle, the odd behavior at the hotel. It's like he was trying to like throw people off the trail.
Yeah.
Like he was just. So I mean, you know, he probably believed someone was after him.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I think maybe like he might have attacked someone or got an altercation with someone that he thought they were there.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
It's a crazy one.
It's a weird. I mean, for the guy to randomly kind of uproot himself, be fucking determined to get across the border.
Yeah, and then end up in Tennessee.
Go to Tennessee, thinking that there were people after you, and then get killed. It's just a weird.
Yeah.
Like, what are the odds? You know what I mean? Like,
why are you gonna bet on it?
maybe.
I mean, I know you got this gambling.
If you give me good odds.
I don't think they're very good for this.
Yeah, there were even people that have a theory that he owed somebody money, but then, you know, of course, they didn't take anything.
Yeah,
so why would you not?
Money.
Yeah.
World revolves around money.
So I don't know. You know, like what? Somebody might have been tracking him.
Still, why wouldn't they take that money unless he knew something?
Well, kind of like you said, like a personal. Like if you just kill the guy and you don't take the money, like you didn't care about that.
Yeah, it sounds like you just wanted this person dead, unless it was like self-defense. I don't know. I don't have the answers.
Yeah, self-defense, I think, is my leading theory.
Somebody just killed him, got the fuck out, and if they're in that lifestyle, maybe they've OD'd since then, or you know, just they're not gonna know.
You know, it's just such a crazy coincidence that this guy would have this kind of behavior. Go to a specific location for no reason whatsoever, seemingly.
Yeah.
And he would end up being killed.
Yeah.
So,
not just dying, but getting killed.
Yeah.
Brutally.
So, buying a hotel room and then just being like, I'm out.
He didn't go up there. He didn't go up there to, like, you know, take a poop, take a shower.
Not really, like, not wanting to get the ticket. It's just a weird, or the key.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's just one of those things where, like, you would love to, like that'd be, like, I think one of the cool things of time travel. Like, you just go back and, like I'm just going to follow this guy from a distance, and I'm just going to watch, see what happens. Like, I'm not going to get involved.
Get that money.
I'm going to grab that bag of money.
Get that money out of his pocket and that fanny pack.
So you are going to use time travel for evil, is what you're saying. I just want to be an observer.
Sure.
I just want to be a voyeur.
Well, I deserve to, but then, you know, I'd get.
But you'll steal as well. Yeah.
Oh, well, he can't take it with him.
Unless he's time traveling.
Oh, wow.
And he gets back before. You know what? Let's not get into that because that's a whole wormhole.
A whole other episode.
All right, so I don't think we're gonna solve this one, man. I mean, I know we solved a case from like the 1800s. We usually are. I think our
pretty close.
Like we usually close cases.
Not this.
Not
time.
today though.
I thought Spice Girls, they formed in 94, but I don't think they got big till like 96, 97.
No, that's probably right. I mean, like, I feel like 96-ish is when... Well, when did, like, the Now That's What I Call Music start coming out?
Probably around then, too, I'd say.
Like, around that time?
Yeah.
Like, because all that shit was at the same time. Like, Britney Spears, that was all, like, seemed like the same time. So, let's just go say it was the Spice Girls then.
Sporty Spice.
Yeah. You know, and maybe that's why they use.
I seen her kicking the videos.
Maybe that's why they use names like that. It's like to hide their true identities. Yeah.
Damn.
I think we did it.
All right.
Another one. Check another one off for the middle-aged mediocre
just when
boys.
you thought we weren't gonna get it, we got it.
We got it. All right. Well, y'all know what time it is.
Yep.
It's that time again. It's
For
the
the
very
first
first of 2021. This is Joel's Feel Goods.
Feels good. All right, and I got 3 of them this time.
3 Feel Goods?
They're little, just the first one's just a pat on my own back.
Okay.
I woke up today to Animal Crossing. I've amassed a 5-star rating for my island, which is the highest rating you can get.
And you were just talking about needing that, I think a week or two ago.
Yep. I redid a bunch. I was at 4. I fell down to 2, and I built it back up to 5 now.
Kids' dreams do come true.
Like 260 hours spent playing that game or something.
It's all worth it in the end for 5 stars.
Sure. It's a nice little thing to wake up to.
If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, by the way, please give us a 5-star rating. Thank you.
Because it does feel good.
Feels good.
Feels good.
Feels good.
That's why I put it on my feel good.
Makes perfect sense. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. You can call me Mr. 5.
So now you just gotta maintain that 5 stars now.
Yeah, as long as I don't change a whole lot.
There's no going up though, right?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
God, what do you want from me?
I mean, I didn't mean
All
it.
right,
I didn't mean it.
Dad, what's going to be enough for you?
Can you get like a 5-star plus?
Yes, I'll try.
Thank you.
I will try to fucking make you happy.
Thank you.
The second feel good. It's sad, but I just
I don't know how we can have a sad feel good. Go ahead.
It's the AEW Dynamite.
Oh, okay.
It's how they paid tribute to Brody Lee,
Yeah.
the wrestler who passed, and they had his wife and kid out there, and
Yeah.
it was it was a sad moment. It's tragic what happened.
It was rough to get through.
I thought it was a really good tribute to the wrestler, to the man, and I just wanted to give that a little shout out.
Yeah, I posted a thing on Twitter and about how Chris Jericho's had to do way too many of those shows at this point.
Yeah.
Like that dude he's like I know this is a stupid comparison, but like Wolverine, the comic book character. Like have you watched Logan?
Oh yeah.
Was it Logan or I think it wasn't Logan. It was that shitty Origins movie. But like the beginning where like it shows him and his Sabretooth fighting through history.
Yeah.
And you're just like, man, he's like just everybody dies. Like he just keeps on going and just leaving. And like that's Jericho at this point.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Dude just keeps going, and like just people keep dropping. And he keeps doing these shows where he was really good on the show. Like he
added to the commentary.
It was a great idea to have him on commentary.
Yeah. I liked it. The whole episode I thought was really good, so kudos.
I noticed one point towards the beginning during like the opening match with Cabana and the Young Bucks against
Private Party and Hardy.
Yeah.
Private Hardy.
Bucks do like a backflip thing, and Jericho, I'm pretty sure Jericho was just being like sarcastic, and Jericho, he says something about great maneuver, but probably didn't need those flips, did they, JR? And JR goes like it's obvious that Chris Jericho is just being sarcastic, and not being whatever. But JR's like almost tries to pick that ball up and run with it, like with this old man rant about how unnecessary it is, and Excalibur like hurries and cuts in and just like says, everybody remember, we're here to honor the...
Yeah.
Like, he was just like, nope, none of your bullshit, JR.
Back in my day.
All right, yeah, it was a feel-good. It was a sad feel-good. Yeah. You're right, yeah.
And this is my main feel-good here.
Okay.
It's kind of a weird feel-good, too, because it probably only feels good for this guy.
Okay.
I think I got tickled out of it.
Feels good for you, too, then.
This is about a 42-year-old named David Werking, Werking. In 2016, he got divorced, and he moved back into his parents' house.
He's a were-king.
He lived with his parents, Beth and Paul, for 10 months rent-free.
Okay.
And I found this in a couple different stories. This is in Grand Haven, Michigan. He lived there, but apparently local police forced him to move out of town.
Shout out to the Grand Haven Gophers.
Oh, no, I forgot to read the whole thing here. It's
So the sheriffs force him to move out of town.
out of town. Let's just say why I couldn't find that.
Okay.
So this is I was supposed to start with this. This is the headline that drug me into this. Son who sued his parents for trashing his porn collection worth $25,000 wins lawsuit and can seek compensation.
All right.
So that's how the story starts, with $25,000 worth of porn.
That's my first question. How do you have a porn collection worth $25,000?
No, and how do you divorce somebody who has a porn collection worth? Because that's what started it all too. He got divorced.
He got a divorce.
He moved in with his parents for 10 months. The police make
And
a
like
move.
he brings his porn collection with him, of course.
Yep. His police make a move to Muncie, Indiana.
What?
I couldn't find out why, but they were just like, "Hey, we'd like if you'd move out of this town." I mean, maybe he had a reputation for all this porn. So after a few months of bugging his parents, they finally started sending his belongings. But David soon realized that things were missing, like porn.
Oh.
And David said that in an email his father sent him, his father said in the email, "We counted 12 moving boxes full of pornography, plus 2 boxes of sex toys, as you call them.
People call them.
We began that day the process of destroying them, and it took quite a while to do so." His father later told David that he destroyed the porn for David's own mental and emotional health.
Okay. Well, apparently not.
Nope.
Apparently he only made things worse.
David liked his porn. He lists his collection as being worth $25,000. An itemized list says that he destroyed property included 1,605 DVDs and VHS tapes.
How do you get that kind of collection?
You got to be really dedicated to it.
Yeah, that's one way to put it.
And he requested that his parents order to be called what's called treble damages, where you get 3 times the value, as well as court costs. So he's going after his parents here. And the problem is, Paul and Beth, of course, admit to destroying the porn. And their claim was they didn't want it in their house to begin with, and that David abandoned it there when he moved.
Okay.
But unfortunately, the judge sided with David. And now they have until February 16th to file their submissions and the issue of damages. So I guess, maybe instead of 25, the parents might be able to come back and say, "Look, we'll give you 40," because he was triple.
Like, dude, we'll get you a fucking membership on Pornhub.
Yeah, it's on the internet now. Parents described some items in the collection as the worst of the worst.
Oh, no.
And kept them in a safety deposit box because they feared they might be illegal.
Well, I think there's your get out of getting sued free card.
He sued him. He won.
Oh, he already won.
Yeah,
okay.
he already won. That's what
I
that
missed
was.
that
Their
part.
that's when I started. I said sued his parents and wins the lawsuit.
Wow.
Now can seek compensation.
And
And the judge said, in this case, there is no question that the destroyed property was David's property. Defendants repeatedly admitted that they destroyed the property, and they do not dispute that they destroyed the property. So maybe if the parents were like, "Oh, we just don't know what happened to the porn,"
Right.
We left that garage door open, and someone, but they like I said, there's emails where the dad says, we did this for you, for your mental health, for your physical health, and so they win, and now they can
your
get
dick needs a break, son.
Yeah, now he can get $75,000 plus court costs. And David's lawyer said that he asked for treble damages because many of the items were irreplaceable.
I guess.
I mean, I was thinking about it. That'd be like if I came here and destroyed all your wrestlers that you have still in the box. You probably spent X amount of money
Right.
on them. Let's just say maybe you spent $500 amassing that collection. It's worth way more than that. So if I destroyed them all,
Yeah.
you'd be like, "Oh, but I spent $500." Yeah, that's what you spent on them.
But they're
worth
grown
so
in
Sure,
value.
he spent $25,000 on this porn, but it's irreplaceable now. So I mean, is that a feel good? It feels good for David, I'm sure.
Feels weird.
It does feel kind of weird. I'm kind of like, yeah, fuck them parents. Now I'm a parent.
I think fuck them parents.
But that's
is that
pretty
one of the
gross.
titles?
I think it is.
Yeah.
He had the whole collection.
He had the whole
Fuck Your Parents
1 through
7.
10.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You know
the last
other three.
That's why it was worth so much, because, I mean, those were only released in Japan.
Well, it's kind of funny, too. Like, the parents kind of, another title, fuck themselves. Because if they're saying that he left them there so they were, like, kind of theirs to do what they wanted with, then by also keeping the ones that are possibly illegal, they're now in possession of possibly illegal.
The worst of the worst.
Like, I'd love to know what those are.
I need to.
I really want to know what those are. So they kept those.
I don't know. I think they destroyed them all. I've read a couple different stories on it, and only the one had it about where they put some of the stuff in a security box, and then they must have finally destroyed it. They probably talked to their lawyer.
What a weird. And like,
your parents help you. They let you live with them for 10 months rent free. And why did why did the local cop show up like, you need to move?
So where did they make him move?
Muncie, Indiana.
How did they figure that out?
No idea.
This is in Michigan?
Yep, it happens in Grand Haven, Michigan.
And they make him move to Muncie, Indiana.
They make him leave town. I'm sure they probably weren't like, you have to move here.
Oh, I thought they were like, you specifically have to go to Muncie.
I don't know what happens in Michigan. But they forced them. What I saw in both of them was local law enforcement pretty much forced them to move.
That is so weird.
I mean, David doesn't sound like,
What did he do to get forced to move?
I don't know. Divorce, $25,000 worth of porn, forced to move out of town, and then sues his parents. And now his parents are going to have to pay out the ass, which is probably another title.
Another title.
So that's your feel good?
All right, man. That is an interesting story. We're going to have to keep up with that one.
Yeah, see how much they actually
We're going to have to come back
pay.
with some updates.
Christmas is going to be real, real awkward now. I feel like that could be another future episode where they just kill David.
I mean,
you know what? We're tired of this. We raised you.
I'm kind of on the parent side.
Yeah, I am too. Don't leave your porn.
How
many boxes did it say? 12 boxes of porn plus 2 boxes of sex toys, as he calls them.
Which I don't know what that means. Like, are they
12 moving boxes full of pornography plus 2 boxes of sex toys, as you call them. That's what was from the email. That's what the dad counted with the porn, because David was like, "Hey, where's my porn at?"
I would love to know how. I guess even just I don't know how you spend $25,000 on porn.
No, it's free.
It is, but like even
back in like the 80s,
even if it's not, even if it's not free, even if we're still living in the 80s,
porn.
How do you? Yeah, like where is it all going? You're never going to watch all of it.
Yeah.
I mean, no one actually gets through more than like. You don't make it long
like,
through.
Does he have like favorite directors and stuff?
Oh, so weird.
Oh.
I would love to see a list.
I guess it makes me feel good that I'm not David.
Yeah.
Feels good.
Of all the things wrong with us, at least we're not that guy.
Yeah.
I mean, although
I got divorced, I moved back in with my parents, but I did not take $25,000.
That dude's got way more money than we do now.
Yeah.
And had before, apparently.
Uh-huh.
Can't believe his wife didn't get half of the porn in the divorce.
God, what if she did?
He was actually a $50,000 collection.
David's he's kind of like he's the fucking worst guy ever and the coolest guy ever. Because like, what did he do when the cops were like, you gotta leave town?
Going to Muncie, man.
Yeah.
Y'all can't tell me what to do there.
The poor capital of the world. I don't think it is.
I don't know if it is or not. Okay, well, no, I think Vegas would be.
That was my feel good.
That was a good one. Like you said, that may end up being a story at a later time where we talk about either him killing his parents, parents killing him,
or the porn killing David,
they
just like he finally gets all that porn back. He gets the money. Can't replace some of it because some of it was irreplaceable.
I'd love to know what that means.
But he gets a lot like pocket. It's like a because I've seen that where like they'll mold female stars' genitalia.
So weird. All right. Yeah, I don't know. I think they just need to get that guy like a premium account on Pornhub.
Yeah.
There you go. Lifetime membership.
Here you go.
Okay, well.
Work your little heart out, David.
Okay, well, yeah. If we can ever find a list of the titles, you need to let me know. I'd love to read through. I just want to know what the rare ones are. Like, I didn't know there was rare porn.
Me neither.
How does that work?
I don't know.
We got a lot of research to do after this.
I've only dipped my toes into the porn world. You know, I haven't put my whole fist in there. Or
Oh
anything.
yeah. Dipping your toes in, that's a good genre. Okay, so I think that's it for us.
I think so.
Don't forget about our contest. If you want to enter, you go to facebook.com/middleaged and mediocre. Like and comment the pinned post, and you will be entered. We'll pick a random winner on February 1st. The contest ends on January 31st at 11:59 p.m. Grand prize winner will get the Hunt a Killer. What's the name of it?
Dive bar, death at a dive bar.
Death at a Dive Bar. Murder mystery game. You can do it, or you can solve the murder yourself. You get like a whole little box of clues. You can make it a party game, whatever you want to do. You also get a one-of-a-kind painting of our show artwork, plus a Spotify episode framed title card and a personalized card from us. We'll also pick 3 runners-up, and you guys will get everything except for the one-of-a-kind painting and the game.
Yeah.
So again, Hunt a Killer.
porn.
Hunt a Killer is not involved with this in any way. Just want to make that clear. Sure would be cool if they were though.
Yeah.
Because we would love sponsors. Hint, hint.
I
wink,
love
wink.
money.
We love it. We need to start fucking building up porn collections, I think.
Yeah.
And
I
then
feel inadequate now. You sure you got wrestlers all over this joint?
can't.
Where's all your porn at?
I don't. This
Yeah.
this computer in front of me.
Okay.
I don't. Yeah. I think right now we need to make the investment of we build the collection, and then we somehow get somebody to like get rid of it, like to destroy it, and then we sue them.
Yeah.
That seems like a
I guess I can get married again. Just
pretty
for the
solid
fake,
plan.
Just for the fake divorce.
do it, man. It's worth it. Okay, so we are out of here. Follow us on all the social media things. Like I said, if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, please review us, give us 5 stars, leave us a review. Anywhere else, just follow us. Let us know what you're thinking of the episodes. Let us know what you want to hear about, and we will be back next week.
Is that my episode next week?
If you want it to be.
I'll let you know.
Okay. Either myself or Joe will be presenting a story. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy 2021. Let's all fucking be good to each other and make this an actual good year.
Have a little empathy.
That's all you need.
Bye.
If you hated this episode, we're sorry. We'll try to do better next time. Goodbye and good night.